Hi, and welcome to Take Two. This is a video about week 3 of English 1302. First of all, thanks for your patience. Learning this new version of Blackboard has had a few hiccups along the way, so I appreciate your bearing with me, but I think we're kind of getting it down now, especially as far as the discussion posts and the grade books and the tests and the submissions and stuff. Okay, so first of all, we're going to push your first quiz back. It was scheduled for week 3. We're going to push it back to week 4. It will open on Thursday, September the 26th at 8 a.m. and it will close at 11:55 p.m. You can take it anytime during that time frame. It will have 25 multiple choice questions covering the material listed under the syllabus on weeks 1, 2, and 3. Um, Mostly, well, entirely just the history of drama, Greek drama and Renaissance drama, life and times of William Shakespeare, and then, of course, the play Macbeth. The questions won't be evenly distributed, though. There'll be fewer questions about history of drama, a fair number of questions, 8 to 10, about life and times of William Shakespeare, and then most of the questions will come from the play Macbeth. Be sure you know who's who and what's what, who kills who, and the themes and motifs that discussed on that PowerPoint, and basic outline of the plot. Be sure you know what happens in the play. Okay, your research paper is due this Sunday, September 22nd, 11:55 p.m. You're going to turn that in using a submission app, which is called Turn It In. It's inside the research writing module, inside a folder called R1 or R1 Project, and you just click on Turn It In, and then it'll ask you basically which paper do you want to submit. You hopefully you've got it saved on the flash drive or your desktop or the cloud. Turn it in. It'll only accept certain types of files, though, so you may need to change the file type. It does accept DOC, DOCX, RTF, and PDF. Be sure that your paper follows the assignment. Use the sample papers as models to show what your paper should look like with the heading. And also I know on at least one of the sample papers, it has my name, but you don't want to put my name, you want to put your name. Last name first, first name last, no period, English 1302, section 152 or 156 or 157, and then the date, September 22nd, 2024. Times New Roman, double space font throughout. Be sure each body paragraph has a quote to support the point you're making in that paragraph, and each quote is concluded, followed by a parenthetical citation, which includes just the author's last name, Shakespeare, and then the act, line, and scene number from play. You want to use the play either from the book or from the online version as your only source. Don't do any other research. Don't quote anybody else. The thesis, which is the last sentence of the introduction, and you remember this from English 1301, but the thesis should clearly answer the research question. And if you want to use some of my words, you can. If you want to talk about the role of the witches and mention that in your thesis, if you want to talk about the evolution of Macbeth, use those phrases in your thesis, you can. What was the other one? Descent into Madness, Lady Macbeth. But feel free to use my phrases if you'd like to. Don't have to. You do want to proofread carefully. Make sure spelling, grammar, punctuation is as good as you can get it. You don't want to give up those easy points. And if you have any questions, let me know. Now, one last time, I'll remind you, please do not use Blackboard Messenger. I do get your messages, but I only get those in my office. And I like to get your emails on my cell phone. If it's an easy question, I can answer those real quick. Please do not reply to the emails that I send, which come from your class announcements. When I send you information, I use one of 3 sources. One, of course, is video. Duh. Another one is the class announcement itself. And then I will also ask Blackboard to send that out to you, to your SBC email account, as an email. But if you look, it comes from an account called do not reply at blackboard.com. Now you can reply to those, and I do get them, but it queues them up in a way that makes them hard to find. I don't know they're there unless I go looking for them. So a couple times last semester, a student would say, well, why didn't you reply to my email last week? And I went back and looked for it, and there it was, but it was buried under a string of other ones. So the best way to get the quickest response is to go to your preferred email account, SPC, Hotmail, Gmail, create a new email, send it to jfly@southplainscollege.edu, put your class in the subject line, and then ask your question. And lots of times it's an easy question, sometimes just a yes or no answer, and I can get back to you right away. All right. Again, thanks for your patience. And if you have any other questions, drop me an email.